Jon Jones also reclaimed his light heavyweight title in his return from a 17-month cage absence, stopping Alexander Gustafsson with strikes on the ground in the third round in UFC 232 on Saturday night. Jones, 23-1, won no contest, had a methodical dismantling of Gustafsson in a rematch of Jones' toughest fight. Jones earned a thrilling decision in 2013 over Gustafsson, who tested the champion to the limits of his ability. But in Jones' first fight, since completing his second drug suspension, the star picked apart Gustafsson with kicks in the first 2 rounds. He got a takedown in the third and finished the fight with several brutal shots to Gustafsson's head on the ground. The 31-year-old Jones had fought only twice in the previous 47 months, losing an enormous chunk of his fighting prime due to his misbehavior. During 2015 alone, he tested positive for cocaine use and was later stripped of his 205-pound title because of a hit-and-run accident in which he broke a pregnant woman's arm. He returned in early 2016 but was pulled from a title bout at UFC 200 later that year after testing positive for 2 banned substances often taken in concert with steroid use. Jones returned from his first doping suspension with a stoppage of Cormier in July 2017 to reclaim his light heavyweight title, but he lost the belt again after testing positive for steroids. Jones' latest tests revealed extremely low levels of the same substance, and the U.S. anti-doping agency said it considered the results to be an echo of his previous positive test, not a new violation. California officials agreed, allowing Jones to fight in Inglewood after Nevada demanded more answers in a hearing in January. Gustafsson was thoroughly infuriated by Jones' misbehavior, flatly calling Jones a cheater and vowing to wreck his latest comeback. The Swede lost to Anthony Johnson and Cormier after Jones beat him, but won his last 2 fights to vault back into contention. The UFC made the extraordinary decision to move its show 280 miles to California to keep Jones on the card. The former champion recently tested positive for low levels of a banned steroid, but California regulatory officials didn't consider the result serious enough to keep the long-troubled star out of the octagon, while Nevada's commission did. Australian featherweight prospect Alexander Volkanovski, 19-1, won his 16th straight bout in the PPV opener, stopping veteran Chad Mendes with right hands in the second round of a back-and-forth bout. Michael Chiesa also won his welterweight debut with a second-round submission of former champ Carlos Condit, who lost his 5th straight fight. Former UFC lightweight champion BJ Penn tapped out for the first time in his MMA career, losing to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu's Ryan Hall on a heel hook in the first round. Penn, 16-13-2, an MMA pioneer who turned 40 this month, is 0-6-1 in his last 7 fights since 2010.